And what did you say, Mike? I'm sorry.
I'm going to get right inside the circular room.
Okay.
Right at the edge of the wall to try to, if somebody comes running through that's not him.
Okay. So like the second line of defense.
Sneak attack.
Okay.
As they come running into the circular room.
If they come in. Okay.
So we're just going to hang at this in this circular room and be quiet.
Knowles.
Where did you?
He's right here in that first hallway, I think, right? He's like in the room in the first hallway.
I'm going to take a position between this hallway and this hallway, scrunched against the wall, so I can go to either way if something comes out.
Okay.
And Joshua.
This is really the only one that's close to the hallway at this point.
Right. What's this here?
I think everyone
that's
else
just
pretty much the idea
stuff.
is to wait on the outside.
Joshua's going to kind of hang out, and if something comes, he's trying to draw attention to the middle of the room so that the sneaky people can stab him in the back.
And Gabriel's getting a scroll ready for silence.
Okay.
Tarv's the other is Tarv's going to stand offset from Seer to try to distract the guy if he does come through. So whatever comes through is going to come after him. Seer will get the sneak attack on it before he gets to Tarv.
Okay.
Towards the center of the room. That's what Joshua's doing.
Yeah. Kind of drawing.
Oh, she goes stand in the center too.
Okay, so you are. Okay, here's where you need to be specific. There is a door in front of you.
Right.
You're listening to it. Is there anything else you're doing? This is like I said. This is your prep.
Yeah.
What are you doing and how are you doing?
I didn't even think about
the door goes out into the hallway.
He goes into the hallway.
Into the hallway.
So he's basically he pulls it closed and he's just like, holding it and listening.
Okay.
And then whenever people are when he hears that, so he's guided. He's making the signs that it's from both directions.
The door starts to tug to open up.
As soon as it starts to tug, he's going to go like 1, 2, and then sprint back into the room.
Okay.
Let go of it and sprint.
Yeah, he's going to but he's just holding it for a
Triss,
second.
getting them ready. The swords.
Okay, and
And Gabriel will take the mace out.
Are you going to be in the circular room?
I'm with Rustlin, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Basically,
So
as soon as they start pulling, he's running, but he's kind of like holding it, waiting, looking at everyone.
okay, it's like
in position.
like you're fishing. It's like tug.
Yeah,
Tug.
Basically, as soon as he starts to feel a tug, if it looks like everyone's where they want to be, he's going to let go and run.
Okay.
Did I say cast protection from evil or something?
Yeah.
Because I can't hold the door.
It wasn't a strong tug, but it was a tug.
Yeah, well, still can't hold the door.
Okay. All right, so you run, you get into the circular room, the door opens up, and there's a hellhound with a chain dragging behind it that moves in.
All right.
So that's what it does. It opens the door, moves in a little bit. It's in that first hallway.
Okay.
So you run into the circular room.
Well, then I'm just
right
going to
there.
turn around, and since I know Sear's right there on the other side.
Just run into the room and kind of go inside?
No, he's going to turn around and go. Because there's guys waiting on the inside of the hallway.
Okay, actually, I mean, we'll just do it side to side. Okay, initiative. I got a 2. Well, you might as well roll it because you're the one that's in line of sight.
3.
Okay, 3. It's taking a breath in.
Okay, so after...
And push. Now that he's out of the way,
You dive out of the way.
he's crossed
He
the
didn't see him
book
leave before, so...
And Gabriel will swing the mace down towards it.
Well, it's in the hallway.
Sorry.
Yeah. There's a hallway and then the round room.
There's a hallway, and at the end of the hallway, Sear and Targ are waiting on either side.
There,
so.
Well, a crossbow bolt goes flying well past and misses.
Didn't roll 1, right?
Didn't roll a 1, but rolled a 2.
I'm still holding to see if it comes into the room.
Well, hopefully somebody's going to come into the room now that crossbow bolt came out. Viva Pinata, if it's working.
She is switching profiles
So,
at the moment.
okay. Twang. Anybody else do anything?
I'm going to try.
Come get us, you cowards!
I'm hoping that... Keely's hoping that by diving out of the way, it's going to encourage the hellhound to come down the hallway.
So everybody else is kind of like holding their action. Okay. It does breathe. I think you said Targ and Seer are like right on each side, right?
They're like out around the edges of the door.
On the edges of the hallway. Okay. Why don't you give me save versus breath weapon, but give yourself like a +6 bonus to each one. You got cover from the wall. The flames kind of come in and around you, you know?
Oh! Not lucky there. Ah, Seer fails.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. All right.
By 1, though.
You failed by 1?
2.
Failed by 2? Okay. Rolled pretty bad. It's 5 damage.
Okay.
So basically, you guys are hiding. Most of the flames come into the room, but it kind of like crisps your edges. All right.
Speaking of hellhounds.
Oh no, the beast!
Must be snowing again. All right. Next initiative.
2-1.
Thank you.
I got a 2. Okay, tilted.
3-ish. No, 1.
Okay. Your guys are kind of holding your actions, though.
I don't know.
It does move down the hallway, so I will let those 2 characters make an attack.
Plan comes together.
Let me know when my guys can do something.
Okay, well, theirs were right there,
Yeah.
so it's turn. But I'm gonna
We
let
set
it.
it up, basically.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like, I can cast Curse.
See what happens.
It's your character.
He's hitting it with a sword, so.
It is a hellhound, though. Not sure how that'll work. Right now. It might work well.
Fine, less.
Hit only that close was that close. 7 damage, 8 damage. Sorry.
8 damage. Okay. What AC did you hit?
That guy hit negative.
Oh, okay.
3 or
All
something.
right. Okay.
Seer misses.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
I'm sorry. How much damage was it?
Only 8. I gotta roll.
8?
Bastard sword, yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay.
It is the bastard sword that killed the other one, though.
So it should be
Oh, so
scared.
this is Glorious Blood or whatever. Okay. All right. So those guys go. The Hellhound is gets whacked. It'll go left or right. Goes left. So who's on the left?
I guess.
Usually might not
Tar, I
specify.
hit it with Tar, yeah. He's the one that actually hit.
Okay, so he'll go for Tar. That's fine. It misses. Let's see here. Bite or breath. Okay, it misses.
Now it's our turn.
Now it's your turn.
Pile in on it.
Yeah, now you can move up and whack it.
Alright, well, Gabriel will throw
Nat
Curse in the
20
name of
with the
Bloodborne.
white arm.
Double damage with the white arm.
Double damage with the white arm.
Alright. So
11.
this one is
11.
Sheet, and that one's the dart.
Wow, 11 damage.
Yeah,
Yes.
6s.
The halfling just steps up and goes, boom.
Wait,
Clubs to D6.
D6?
Okay.
No.
All right. The white arm kills it.
It's dead.
Between the bastard sword and the
Between the
white
bastard
arm.
sword and the white arms, it crumples over.
Am I going to be able to cast a higher level through the scroll?
Yes, through scrolls you can.
You can? I'm
He
not,
said
I'm
no,
not
you
sure.
say
I
yes.
thought you could.
I thought you couldn't go do the higher level scroll.
No, that was the main reason there'd be scrolls of resurrection in
Let's see here.
dungeons. Because,
Scrolls.
well, they can't cast it, but...
I think there's something with intelligence. Maybe.
Let's see here.
I thought there was a chance of failure. If you
Yeah, I think
couldn't
that's what
cast-
it was.
If not, there should be a chance of failure with horrible reverse consequences.
Yeah, I agree. Because otherwise you end up in a situation where it's like your high level wizard just cranks out.
Oh, a spell may be cast even if it is not normally usable by a spellcaster of the reader's level.
But these spells are cast as if a spellcaster. Of the minimum level required to cast a spell.
Alright.
It's always
So, the answer is
so
yes.
First level,
Alright.
magic
You
missile
can
is
cast a
always
second level spell
as
or
though
whatever
first
you
level.
have. I think there's only first and second levels in there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Whenever the Hellhound goes down, Theodius, bam, hits it with a dart. My crazy guy, I got it!
Pulls it off!
Ooh, I thought he was going to get back
I
up
made
there.
sure he was
Victory
dead.
is mine!
Pimple was still hiding between
Yeah,
the other
the
two
next-
entrances,
okay.
so
So
Okay.
at this point, Theodius going to quietly walk back up and listen out to the hallway.
Okay,
Actually, you know what?
hold on.
Seer
What-
will
what-
do it.
Oh, Cyril did? Okay.
Seer will do it because Seer's got the elven boots, so he can move silently. He's gonna go down that top hallway.
I mean,
Listen.
is it okay with you?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
he'd rather
I'll just give you the
Right.
hand.
Okay.
leave it to the expert.
In the
I don't
meantime,
hear anything.
Blevin points at you, points at the chain, and makes a pulling motion.
Okay, then Theo's just gonna grab the chain.
You're gonna drag the body of the Hellhound into the circular room. Okay. I mean, it was already in the hallway. That's fine.
Right, but try to get it. We'll pull it like out of that hallway, so if anything else comes in.
Everybody, make me hear noise. Yeah. That's fine.
So you're again hears it this time. He's down the hallway this time.
Percy of all ones notices this time.
You hear the sound of dragging bodies.
It's not
Like
it's not me
shambling dragging?
It's from down at the very end of the hallway
Okay,
where the
they're
gnolls
just
were.
dragging the gnolls away that we killed.
Yeah, it sounds like they're dragging them away.
Fire.
I'm gonna and it's gonna I'm gonna
Then you
check
hear a
the
door close.
Your door closed. Okay. I'm gonna check that door that I'm at to see if it's locked.
It's not.
Oh wait, the Hellhound did come through it. So.
The first door is, that was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So these two you haven't checked.
So I'm gonna go out and just kind of pop my head down the hallway.
Okay, you see bloody drag marks that go into this room's door, and the door's closed. It's at the very end of the hallway.
The straight ahead room.
Yeah, the straight ahead room. You also see that this door is open.
Right, that's another Hellhound.
You think that's maybe where the Hellhound is from?
Well, if they close that door, do you want to run down and check that other one then?
Yeah, Seer's gonna pop out and just move silently down that hallway towards that room that was locked before that we heard the Hellhound in.
Okay.
I just want to go look in there and make sure it's like empty.
Okay, so you're going to go back the hallway to this room.
Head north, yeah.
Okay.
See if that door's open and that I tried to burst into before and luckily failed.
Okay.
I was gonna kick the door open for a target. Like,
Inside in the center of the room, you will see a small golden brazier. I think it's how you pronounce that. With black flames inside the brazier. There are also parts of animals, humanoids. You ever seen how they mount deer antlers? You know, like a wooden plaque.
yeah.
All of them are like that. So you'll see like a hand, or like like a withered set of eyes, or like just various trophies from some poor creature that died. And the room is covered with them. There's probably I don't know. There's 16 different plaques.
Huh.
All right.
Hands, legs, fingers, eyes. There's a nose. All kinds of that's a hobgoblin nose apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Hey,
Go back.
Shoulders, knees, and toes.
I'm gonna.
Pretty much.
Is the fire hot in the black flame?
Oh yeah, it gives off heat.
Okay.
Doesn't give off any light though. Like you think if you close the
That might
door,
be useful.
you wouldn't be able to see him.
That might be nice if we had to camp.
Yeah, if you had a way to transport it.
It's in a brazier.
It's in a brazier. It's like a golden bowl with 4 legs.
Okay. And it has a.
Doesn't have a handle, but
Yeah.
it has 4 legs underneath it. So you could.
Maybe if we had the hands of some creature, we could pick it up.
I'm not gonna risk my weapon.
That's what the gnolls are for.
Oh, I could use my
Then-
severed leg.
Is there
Maybe
anything?
there's,
I'm gonna
like,
check the hands
handles.
that are on the wall, that sort of thing. See if there seems to
I
be
know
any
these hands.
Why don't you
like
give me
objects.
let's see here.
Don't reset it more.
Find and remove traps, I guess, something like that.
Rolled a 9.
Okay.
Beat it by 24.
You find one that when you move it around, there's a mechanism that seems like it's behind it.
All right. So I figure out how to open it, or is it like a?
Oh yeah, you roll
Yeah,
that.
twist,
You think if you twist it, there's probably a hidden compartment back there.
okay, I'll twist that.
Okay, pull
At
it
this
out.
point, I just happened to stroll in.
Yeah, can I go in too?
No.
You find a satchel of 15 emeralds.
Okay.
He's
All right.
down there. We were just waiting for him to scout, so no one's
He's
thinking
been
about
gone
going down.
No, I think he's been gone a long time.
I head back down to
If
the
you
room.
like, I
Okay.
can give you some
Check the hallway.
reinforcements.
So
There's
back
nothing
again.
going on in the hallway. You just see the bloody tracks at the
we
very
started
end.
heading out to check on him.
Okay.
So
He comes down with a satchel of
starting to worry.
15
Put 'em in the
emeralds.
kid.
So I'm gonna go through the emeralds real quick. Make sure there's no little guys trapped in them.
There are no little guys trapped in the emeralds.
Didn't we pass him on to
You pass them on to the wizards in the town of
Just hold on to
Larn.
them and then
The city of
split
Larn.
them
See
out
what
of
they might be
parts.
worth.
Okay, Jeff usually keeps track of all the party treasure that we come across.
500 my intelligence. See what they might be worth.
I know there's gems in here somewhere.
And I described the entire room. What I
They're
saw
actually
there.
green diamonds.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what's up.
I've never seen a green diamond before. These must be rare.
Not as rare as you think.
It feels like rolling a random
That's rare
D100.
emeralds.
D100.
You want the actual
You wanna use
D100?
that?
Yeah, roll a D100.
Let's use the actual D100. Why the hell not?
Oh, you can do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have to read it too.
Yeah, you have to be vertically above it to read it.
And don't bump the table.
58.
58.
Not bad.
Each one you think is roughly worth 75 gold pieces.
Okay.
Woot.
You got that, Jeff?
How many gems was that?
15. 15 times 75.
Not a bad price.
That's the only stuff we found so far, right?
Well, he found
2 hellhounds, a white.
Yeah, did you pocket that or did you?
I got pocketed.
The 5 that
people who
weren't
were there.
arguing got 80.
Yeah.
And 4
Seemed
mil.
Yeah, it's just Percy, Blevin, Seer, Tard, and Elishie.
Alright, I gotta pee again.
We got 80 silver on it.
Who would fucking This information brought to you by.
We were discussing with vigor.
My other character
Humble.
is like,
Well, but you're busy, so you missed out.
This intermission brought to you by Hypnotoad.
So, yeah, that room's really weird. I didn't see any gnolls in the hallways. If you guys want to go look at it, it's pretty weird.
Golden razor with
Black flames in it.
no light, fire.
Doesn't give off
I
like.
think we should take that.
It seems like it's gonna be hard to transfer.
Yeah, we can go look
just
at it.
touch the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, the feet maybe. You could probably make something. I gotta get rid of that.
We have some newbies that we can have carry it.
I'm busy throwing darts to kill
Finishing
things.
off the bad guys.
Finishing off the
Use
bad
K9.
guys.
Somebody's got to finish them off.
That's right. They would still be alive if they weren't getting darted.
No, don't worry, I'm using you. John, move. John?
We have Seer told everyone about the brazier. So
Okay.
is it
Alright, you're
actually hot to the touch also?
It is hot.
Like the metal part?
The round part is hot. The legs are warm, so they're able to be held without.
Handleable.
They're handable, yeah.
How long is it?
Handable or
How
whatever.
high is it? How long are the legs?
I don't know. The legs are probably about 6 inches each.
Oh, is
So
that
it's
it?
not too big.
Yeah, it's not. It's pretty small. The bowl is probably about a foot across.
Are they hinged so we can take the legs and squeeze them together and hold it up like a torch?
No, it's
Alright.
there. It's a what do I say, 6 inches or whatever, with 6-inch legs.
Still, it might be
Footy,
useful
yeah.
on the way out. We don't need to carry it around now, but it might be useful to grab.
It's definitely hot. If you put your hand above it, it is giving off
That'd be
heat.
really cool to be able to camp and not have to worry about attracting.
Ooh. Stinky. What do you think of that?
And you were saying use it as a torch. You can't use it as a torch. 'Cause it's black flames. It gives off no light.
What if I touch a torch to it
You can light a torch.
and it gives off heat but no light?
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
You put a regular torch in.
Right,
You pull it back. You
You
have black flames burning on the
There's
top
no
of the
light
torch,
on it,
but it gives off
but I can
heat.
feel the heat.
Um,
That's pretty awesome.
can I try
I'm
it
just gonna
with
hold
my
on to the
flare
black flame torch.
to see if I recognize
Like,
anything
yeah.
special about the black flames?
see anything.
Like
I
if
found
you
the
know
black
anything.
flame on a torch.
What are you doing? How are you trying to investigate it?
I'm just carrying it around.
Are you putting your hands in it? What
No.
are you trying to do?
Really like
It's hot, but it doesn't
trying
give
to
off no light.
study it, see if it looks familiar or anything.
Looks like if flames were black. That's what it looks. If you can imagine what that looks like, that's what.
All right, fine. Can I just put the
for
white?
hell
I mean, can I put the white leg in
If you put the white leg in, it'll burn.
with black flame?
You pull it back out. Yeah. but the leg is burning. Like
It's on fire.
it's on fire. It will consume the leg.
How long do I have?
It does smell terrible.
God, put that out.
It's not going out!
If you move it around a lot, you hit off the ground, the flames go up.
Alright.
I think it smelled pretty good.
Now, Tristan put a sword
You
in
know what
real
Thimble
quick.
sounds like? Is the halfling from
No,
Order of the Stick.
Nothing?
Yeah.
He's always trying to kill
Alright,
him.
I was thinking Black Flame Sword could be.
He's a lot crazier than Belcar.
I haven't read that in a long time. I
Yeah,
lost,
I
crazier
haven't
than
either,
Duck
but I
Card?
was thinking about it.
I lost my favorite link to it. So.
We need to get lazy on
Giants
that
in
one.
Giants in the playground.
I got it. Well, I had it in my favorites, and
Alright.
then my computer crapped out. I got a new one. So.
They're
Just
entering.
back.
And
That's why I like
Gabriel
Rome, because
will
you
try
always
the holy
sync
symbol
your
on it.
bookmarks, so you always have
Try
it.
using
I
that
use
one.
my bookmark.
So you hold the holy symbol up to the black flames?
Yes.
You said douse
So you put it in the black flames.
No.
You just hold up to it.
It's not going to do
Okay,
anything
nothing
outside
happens.
of the flames.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
Stick it in. Stick it in.
Huh?
Against the torch.
Yeah, I'll try it against this torch.
Okay, you put the holy symbol up against the black flames extinguish.
Oh, god damn it.
Turn on the brazier. Grease.
Hey,
Hold on there. Hold on.
Well, there's a bit of a difference.
You put the coin near the flames. You will actually see the flames move
Away
from the coin. Are you doing this to the brazier or to something that's lit?
the brazier.
Okay, I mean,
I'll
the
relight-
flames move if you go this way. If you go this way,
Okay. Cool.
I would just relight the torch off of the flame.
that's
Because
fine.
I want some black flame.
It
If
works.
that's with you,
You're
I
gonna
will
tap
put it out once more.
If you put it out
I'm gonna
again,
tap
I'm
the
going to
coin
use you to put it out.
off
Okay,
the
I'm
flame.
sorry.
You will extinguish the black flames.
Stop putting on my torch!
Okay, so he
As a
relights
torch,
it.
though, does it give off light?
No.
No, it's a
not
black
gonna have any
flame.
light.
Right, but
It
it's
is a torch of darkness.
But we don't know
Yes.
what happens when it hits things. Like
You think it wouldn't hurt? It's hot.
Is it hotter than a regular flame? Like, can we tell?
Okay. He's trying to study it. He lights a normal torch. He lights the black flame torch. The black flame torch gives off probably twice the amount of heat as a regular torch.
Ooh.
That's a lot
Just needed a
nicer.
control flame.
You bet you could use this to melt down adamantium.
It kind of makes you wonder what they were doing here.
I think it's the dog dish from the hellhound.
It makes sense.
What would the hellhound eat? It was the right height.
Yeah, but what color flames did the hellhound shoot out?
They were red. They were normal
See?
flames.
Well, he digests it and spits it back out.
The adamantium thing actually came up. I was with my wife shopping for jewelry, and I was wearing my wedding ring, and the lady behind the counter was like, "What's that made of?" It's made of tungsten.
Yeah.
I said, "What is that made of?" I was like, "Adamantium." So that's nice. I was like, I don't know.
This is wrong.
She doesn't know what it's made out of. I can say anything.
Imagine what would happen if you gotten a response out of that.
I know, right?
That would have been hilarious.
Plutonium.
What's the ore that Mjolnir is made out of? The Uru ore or something?
So, do these plaques on the wall, they look like they were made by man?
Space rocks.
Some kind of
Humanoids, you would think.
some kind of
Something with digits.
Something with digits.
with opposable thumbs.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, with opposable thumbs. Yeah.
If you find the black
Oh,
flame Zippo, we're gonna
can you-
need him.
Can you pour the flames out of it?
Do you dump over the brazier?
Only a little bit.
Levin and Percy are looking at you from outside
If he starts
of the
to
room.
tip, if he starts to tip the thing, I'm going.
I'll point it the other direction. Away
I don't
from
care.
us.
I'm going out of the
I'm
room.
running out of the room.
You will see a drop of black flame that lands on the ground and eventually will go out.
Doesn't burn stone or metal.
And yes, you look, it kind of, there seems like there's not really liquid, but it reminds you of like liquid flame or something. It kind of hurts your brain to think about it, but so that's what spilled out of it.
I know what Stinky thinks about this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so as he mentions that, on your shoulder, there is, you can roll, well, you don't even need to roll. There is a little twisted-looking demon thing that's sitting on his corner, on his shoulder.
What's up, Stinky?
I actually do.
That's troubling.
Do you recognize that black flame, Stinky?
It drops down, and it sticks its face in the flames.
Nice.
Feel good, huh? Take a deep breath.
Puts his head back out, flies up to your shoulder.
You like that, Stinky? Is that like food for your types? He wants the dog.
You
Oh,
guys missed it. I don't know if that works.
that was just wrong.
The cleric see, like I said, what are you doing?
Why do you have a demon?
I just asked him what he thought. And
Why do you have a devil?
I think it's
I
actually
wanted your opinion too.
Okay, what's that?
Could I put the flame out in the brazier with the holy symbol, dip my mace's head in, and have him relight?
Okay, wait.
Light
You want to put your holy symbol in the brazier? I'm just wondering, is that what you're doing?
Do it!
Yeah.
Do it! Do it!
Is that what you do?
Yes, to try to put the flame out in
Okay,
it.
the brazier goes out.
Alright, I will dip my mace head in and have him, try to get him to light both with
There's
the black
nothing to
flame.
dip it into, I bet.
When you put your holy symbol into the brazier cracks.
Damn you.
I still have my torch.
You have a black flame torch.
I will put the mace into his flame.
The mace. Okay.
Because I dipped it into
It smells horrible again as the your mace?
Mace.
Mace doesn't catch
Dip
fire.
it into the brazier. Razor. And then try it.
The brazier is broken now.
You broke her.
Okay.
You broke Stinky's
Stinky's bummed because he just wasted food.
Why do you have a demon?
Well, it's a
We're
long
rescuing
story, but
Long story short,
he was in a box and
very bad place.
buried
Very bad place.
In a magic
buried
pool.
in a magic pool that looked like mercury, and we fished the box out with a couple 10-foot
With
poles,
an absolutely stunning feat of dexterity.
and then picked the lock, and he's been our bro since. He eats blood.
He doesn't eat it, he snorts it.
He snorts his mouth
What?
shut.
Well, his face is sort of melted, and his mouth was. It looked like his mouth was sewn shut and then melted. So
He
he's just
snorts
like.
it. Why doesn't he snort upstairs?
It's too much. He did eat some of it.
He laughed it up.
When we got
Dragon
the
blood?
dragon blood, he was stoked. But
You think he leveled up?
he just hangs out. He'll fight sometimes. And he sometimes can turn invisible and find things that are magical.
Hey, Stinky, can you find something for Triss?
Like a clue.
It looks at you. He's like, what?
What do you mean? He doesn't know what you mean.
Can you go?
He doesn't go and get stuff for us. He just if there's something in the room, sometimes he'll notice it before we do.
Is there anything in the room?
Yeah, Stinky, I already looked around. Do you see anything in here?
He looks sad and he points at the
Broke
brazier.
his dog.
Brazier, whatever you call it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go through the broken brazier and make sure there was nothing. And does the brazier look like the gold is like real gold? Or
It is real gold. So it's still worth something. It's gold.
Yeah, we should probably carry that out.
You think it's probably, I don't know, like 150 gold pieces worth of gold?
Okay. Okay, we gotta figure out what to do about the Knoll demon in the hallway.
Kill him?
Yeah, Belvin
There's
speaks
gotta
up.
be a way to do it.
I
that's
gave you
safest for all of
these
us.
spell things. Can't any of them help?
What? Spell thing? Yes.
He points at the scrolls.
I've got
Come
it.
on.
Fuck.
I'm gonna Stinky. Have you ever seen someone who did taxidermy like this before? Isn't this weird? The little stuffed things.
Well,
Yeah.
you ask him too quick. He nods his head.
It's weird, huh? You don't think it's weird?
No.
Do you know what kind of creature makes things like this? Ornamentations? I know sometimes humans do.
He points at himself.
He goes like this.
Everything?
He points at you.
Everybody makes things like this? Everybody in your world?
Even the sweet little old ladies?
He points at you and goes, huh?
I don't usually put them on plaques on the wall. I don't decorate my
He
house.
normally mounts them in the bedroom.
You would decorate your house like this. And you think a hellhound would like to have his house decorated like this? No.
Would I be able to eat a dead hellhound? Is it a delicacy? Hey, Stinky, you want to go eat that hellhound?
Hell, and Sticky can't eat it. His mouth's so shut.
Oh, it has blood.
He snorts blood.
He turns to ashes.
Okay. Now that that's over.
Yeah,
Now that you ruined our magic item.
now that the cleric
What
has
if we
made
were to do
himself
something like
chaotic as
basically,
well?
bang on that door and run back this way and try to.
Ah.
So you want to do a sound illusion down the hallway?
Yeah, I can throw. I up to 70 feet. could make the sound of like
that map.
of something running up the hallway, so they'd come out. When they come out, launch attacks on them.
Everybody roll a d6.
Okay.
This is hear noise.
Ooh,
1 and 2 for demi-humans.
11 years.
Simple did.
Here's again.
Tris did.
Okay. In this room, you barely hear what sounds like a lock or like a board being slid into place.
In this round one here.
Just below this round one.
Yeah, just below the round one, yeah.
Oh, the other little round one.
Yeah, the other little round.
Okay. The one where
You didn't go in there.
Yeah.
No one looked in that room, no one checked it.
Little pig, let me in.
And then you hear the sound of a bell ringing. Clang, 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 clang.
From that small circular room.
Yeah, but in other places you start hearing bell ringing too.
That's bad.
Clang, 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 clang.
I would like to suggest a
Fine.
retreat here because that sounds like an alarm.
But if you guys look around, you've explored a lot of areas, but there are some areas that you have not explored yet. So
Simple heads towards this hallway into this small round room.
Well, Percy's like,
I'll go with you.
got a spell that might help if we can
So
get in there.
you'll hear there's a door at the end that goes into that little hallway right there.
Yeah. Simple charges forward.
I'll charge
Shoulder
with him.
first.
Right into the door. Okay, roll d6 to open door. You have a bonus from strength.
I got 16 now.
So it's usually a 1 and 2.
2.
Okay. So you plow through it, and the trap goes off. Roll save versus breath weapon.
Uh-oh. Natural 20.
Okay, you only take 4, but there's flames that gout out.
What about the guy that was helping him run through the door?
Did you run through as well?
Nope.
Okay.
You said I was helping him run through the door. Bill said
Never
I'm
mind
running
if
with
he
him.
couldn't.
Oh, so you're like, okay, he's running now. Okay, so yeah, you're fine.
No, I was going to use the mace if he couldn't get it.
Okay, well, you were standing back as he ran. That's fine.
That was the door.
That was the door into the small hallway.
Okay.
As you go into there, you will see a passageway up.
Is there another
There's a
door into the-
ladder, there's a rope ladder that goes up to a round hole. I believe that's right. Up to level 1. Correct?
Where are you at?
Yes, I think that's.
Right below
Bring
27.
forth the map.
Yeah. Bring forth the map.
Well, there's a little square room I think is supposed to go up.
Let's see here. Oh, that
They
goes.
both line up to rooms.
Okay, this one goes up to the outside building. You see, there's a little tiny star right there
Wow.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
that is probably not on your map,
There's
actually.
no star there.
Yeah. So you see, it goes up to that building there.
It's right here. It's in this hallway.
It goes up to the first level.
Darkened star.
Yeah.
Going up.
It's an open
Is
star
there
going up.
blood seeping down through it?
There isn't.
What? Don't we have a corner of that? Like,
You did not. I don't know if you explored those two rooms.
Is there
on
a
the first
door
level.
into that small circular room?
Or did
Hey,
you? No, I think you did.
you know what we did, Tim? 'Cause
You
that's-
did, yeah.
That's where we found the we smashed that idol and stuff.
Okay, but you didn't find a way down there. Oh no, you did. Yeah, you
Under
think-
the chair.
Under the chair. Under the chair.
Right. So we don't. That room must have got sealed. Must have been sealed off. from
Yeah, it's not.
inside.
It doesn't have blood in it. You don't think? Because you closed the door. Because remember, you were gonna duck in there. I'm like, you do realize there's only the way down from there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah. That was my little GM helper note. Because otherwise, you guys are
How
gonna
far
stuck
up
in
is
the
This
that?
is level 1. So this goes up where at?
Up to the building above it. Here, do you need this?
building.
Here, use the map.
No, it doesn't go into the building. It goes into the.
There's a building outside, and there's also a room inside level 1. The little star goes up to the building. Yeah. So yeah, that goes down to right
Wow.
What?
Oh, that room there.
there. Yeah.
Whitney Houston.
That goes up to this building.
Oh,
What?
Whitney Houston.
Oh, so like, but this level is filled with
Terminally?
blood.
You don't think that room is actually?
But then there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, you can go up, but
Wow.
it's surrounded by blood. So.
I thought she got clean.
Is there a door into that little small round room?
There is. There's another door into the next
Wouldn't
room.
he use the overdosed?
Died?
Oh,
She was 48.
I thought she got clean.
apparently not.
At least
Tell she was
ten-
getting clean because the way she was so flippant about it. Like, I like drugs, what's wrong with that?
You know, I haven't paid any attention to Whitney Houston in I don't know how long, so.
Yeah, that's when she started kind of spiraling.
Want
into the-
some crack?
Yeah,
Who was she married to?
Bobby Brown.
Yeah, so both of them.
So there's a way up to the room up in the first level that you don't think is filled with blood.
Okay, how high up is that above us?
Probably about 10 to 15 feet, I think.
No kind of rocky propensity.
Percy's going, maybe we can find out what's up there. We got a spell in this scroll.
Well,
We've been up there.
they've been up there before.
Well, no, yeah, but right now, what's up there?
Oh,
I could just. I mean, there's a rope ladder. Right?
there's a
But
rope
something
ladder.
secured this door and set the trap.
And then ran up.
Well, no, okay.
Then either went into this round room or up the stairs.
You
right?
heard the lock from the round room. The stairway, the ladder up is in the hallway there.
So whatever it is in the round room.
Whatever's there is in the round room.
I thought he broke through the door of the round
I'm
room.
gonna,
there's
I'm
two
gonna
openings.
listen.
The first door.
I'm gonna listen at the round
There's-
room door.
Yeah.
I failed.
Alright,
So sorry. Big round room, torture devices, little hallway. Something's in here.
Oh, okay.
Little
I didn't know there's
door.
two doors.
Yeah.
They only went through.
There's a door on
he
each
went
side of
through
the
one
hallway.
that first.
Simple heard something in the little round room.
I'm not listening because my guys are standing back.
You hear breathing. Sounds like a big chest. Breathing.
Triss will
I can
knock on the door
Check
lightly.
to see what's in there, maybe.
Nothing happens.
Hello?
Clang, 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 clang. And then you hear another series of clangs. Clang, 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 clang.
Stop. Let's get in there.
Targ's gonna throw the shoulder into that door.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll step out of the way before he does.
Actually, Seer's gonna see if he can tell if it's
Extra
trapped.
healing potions. What do they function as?
3d6
I
plus
remember
3.
being told extra healing potions.
3d6 plus 3, does that sound right?
What's
Yeah.
a cure series?
2d8 plus
Is there a cure
2.
series?
It's probably advanced.
I'm not sure. The extra healing potion is in the potion section. It would probably be just the same as the spell, I would think. If there is
Extra healing is 3d6 plus 3. They can be imbibed in 3 separate equal potions with a benefit of 1d6 hit points per 1/3 of the potion.
Okay.
And then you have a cure
Serious? It's 2d6 plus 2. Because that's a advanced edition one.
Okay, yeah.
So I will drink two-thirds of one of my extra healing potions.
Okay, just keep notations.
Yeah, Seer's actually going to drink 1/3 of his while we're standing here.
And then rest on the wall.
2/3. The whole thing! Okay.
Too bad
back
you're
up
not listening
the
with
full-
those all.
Yeah.
Is anybody else doing anything? Because I think the character's going to try to break through.
Anybody have a third they can spare?
Here.
I'm good.
You only away on 1 hit point.
No, sure, never
Yeah,
mind.
kind of wasted on 1 hit point.
Never mind, yeah, sorry.
Unless you're aiming it already went off. Well,
Fresh
yeah,
fish!
same
Fresh!
thing.
Alright.
31 to check it for traps.
Actually, I'll give you that. Third,
Doesn't seem like a
roll
trap,
on.
but you can tell that it is securely locked. Like,
Boom.
Yeah.
you get the feeling it is locked and then board. Yeah,
And is
across.
the lock on the outside? I mean, could the lock part be picked?
You think you could pick the lock that's in the actual handle door? You know.
I missed it by 7.
Could multiple people team up to knock it down?
2 people possibly.
Pick locks.
I got a 1 to 3
I
on
was
my
gonna
guys
say,
to knock it down.
Gabriel has a mace
27%
we can
chance.
use.
What are you doing?
Pick locks.
Okay.
Maces don't really knock down doors.
I also have a crowbar.
Yeah, you literally have to slam into it.
Crowbar might
I
work
got it
better.
with the 1 to 3.
What's
you got a guy
your-
with
He's got a 1, 2, 3.
He's got a 16, right?
Yeah,
He's got a 1
16,
through 3. So these 2 guys go for it.
2 L
Okay.
sheet and
All right, so you have 1, 2, 3. Okay, both of you need to get a 1 to break through. It's that tough.
Oh, Rashid, you want my crowbar?
It's not going to help. You just throw it
First. 1.
5.
Okay. You can't tell who breaks through. You both go into it simultaneously.
Okay.
You'll hear the sound of the cracking timber inside.
We
And
do it
the
again.
door bursts open. No, it flies right open. Okay, so that is... What was that?
Well, most of the door flies open.
Well,
The rest
it
of
opens up,
It
yeah.
stays there.
It was simple, right?
Yeah.
Did the last one.
So
Obviously,
Rashid gets up here, Thimble's down here, and the door can't stop.
Gives credit where credit's due.
Temple, is he crazy?
Inside, you see what looks like that Minotaur that was in the arena.
Wait, is this the one with the...
Yeah, not in the arena. The one that was sitting on the
It's a what?
a Minotaur. The one that was sitting high up in the chair,
Yeah.
like
Presiding over.
leadership, some sort of leadership role. It is standing there. So you guys burst through there, huh?
Is it committing suicide when we get there?
So I guess surprise roll for him would be like a 1 and 2, right? Let's see here. He's not really surprised, I guess.
Then pull the
Yeah, we were pretty loud out there.
Bolted it. All right.
Nope.
He's a realist.
He's standing inside there with what looks like a black greatsword,
Okay.
and he is like this at the very back of the room. You'll
Joshua
see
yells,
several satchels and bags behind him. He's wearing plate mail.
Uh-oh.
He looks like he has some sort of crown around his head.
I guess we stepped in it, so we just gotta go for it.
Well, you guys burst through the door. I'm describing the scene. He has like looks like black metal.
If we kill him, I call this on the sword.
Yeah,
He's holding Finland.
He's holding Finland.
black metal.
No, I'm telling you.
You don't have dibs on the sword.
We don't laugh. We
I
don't
do.
laugh as a group.
You don't have dibs on the sword.
So,
Fine, how's this? Whoever kills him gets dibs.
No.
Just wait.
okay.
Quiet.
Don't.
The reaction
You're gonna
is
die.
he is standing there and he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
He is holding the sword out in front of him.
So you
Okay.
decided to join us.
What are you doing here?
Killing
You
bad
need
guys
to
and
leave
traitors.
now.
We came here to find women.
This guy does not know what the fuck he's talking about. He's been down here for 15 minutes. He's almost got.
Why are you
ready
here?
to Sacrifice it.
Are you the spokesman? Why are you here?
Why am I here?
You should leave now.
Why should I leave?
Dude, he has a sword. Listen to him.
Because I will
Bad
kill several of you if you come in here.
The audience is
Who let
gonna,
Michael J. Fox on the scroll?
the audience is gonna jump in here.
Oh my.
He fumbled through the scroll.
Okay, so you cast Hold Person. Okay.
Okay, well, Theodius is gonna, while he's casting that, be like, we don't have to fight, you can just give us those things behind you.
We'll see what happens here. Okay.
What happens with the spells going on, so.
What does it say? They get a save, right? Save versus.
Also, this one.
I guess it's spell. Spell save versus.
Sure.
Crap.
Doesn't work on a Minotaur.
Just tell him that.
What's the hit dice on that?
Yeah, it's paralyzed, freeze, undead, and any monster of greater size than an ogre are unaffected. So
Well, no. Minotaur's smaller than
Does
an
it, does it
ogre.
say a hit dice or what is it?
they're aware, breathe normally, not
Is there a hit dice requirement on there?
can affect 1 to 4 beings. But if directed at a single monster or character, the saving throw is attempted with a -2 penalty.
Okay.
How long does it last? 9 turns. Is that 90 minutes?
Turns, yeah, turns. Yeah, each turn
Yeah,
is.
that's
You're
plenty of time to
stuck
act
for a
on it.
long
Yeah.
time.
You can walk up and take his thing. Well, is it hold person?
Yeah.
Do you need hold person or do you need hold monster?
I mean, it does.
Says if it's.
But if directed at a single monster or character.
It does say monster. Okay.
But is a
There's no hit
Minotaur
dice
larger or
required? Okay.
smaller than an ogre?
They're probably the same size. It's not larger.
Because it
Definitely
says
not.
I'm gonna say it word. I'll give him a
undead,
save.
any monster of a greater size than an ogre.
Because
More
I
hit
give
dice
up
than an
like
ogre, but-
hit
Yeah, it has more hit
points and
dice,
stuff
but
to make him
smaller.
have more of a
Yeah.
character.
I'll give him a roll.
Foot shorter.
There's the,
Can I cast?
hold on.
to
One
make
at a
him
time.
more
Hold on.
22?
One at a time.
Hold on.
Probably by the time he started casting the spell,
Is that 55 or 60?
Alright. We're gonna if it doesn't work, you're gonna need to cast that spells on him anyways. So
I'll do the bless on you then, guys.
yeah, blessing with group. What?
That one.
The Minotaur rolled a natural 1 on his save.
He freezes.
So we walk up, take his plate mail off.
Josh,
The Minotaur is completely held in place. You see its eyes moving.
And Thimble comes over and goes,
Well, what do you guys do?
He actually looks back at Josh and you took away all the fun. And
The
then Josh
Minotaur is frozen in place.
passes out.
Dimple, you want this one?
Wait, let's all.
go ahead.
Hold on. Like Elder Sheets is standing with the sword, just in case it doesn't work. Let's be ready to hit it with other things. So everyone's gonna like line up.
Takes out that dagger.
It seems pretty non-moving. You
Just-
see the eyes. The eyes are literally following it. Like
You know this dagger, don't you?
it's following it with his eyes.
If you know this dagger, look
Hey,
left
Stinky,
and
you
right
might want to
real
watch
fast.
this.
Oh, what's gonna happen to you?
Okay, out of the blue, I will cast fear on it.
Don't cast
don't
anything on it.
spell.
Don't do anything.
I just stick it.
Whatever you do is gonna it might knock the spell off of him. You don't want to mess with him at all. We don't want to just let him hit it.
He's totally immobilized.
Let him
Yeah, it's
Dimple
coup de grace.
highlights.
This throat, let
If
him
he
bleed
kills
out.
it, if he doesn't die, we're gonna.
You tell me what you guys want to do. I will tell you the consequences of your actions.
Alright,
Cut his throat.
I'm
Bang
casting
or take
nothing.
you.
You sacrifice the Minotaur. Okay.
Make sure you.
Well, now that the
You get
Minotaur,
another mark.
now the Minotaur's dead, so we have negotiated with them.
You could have done all kinds of different things with him, but
It's
he's dead, so it doesn't
Double
matter.
check.
So he's dead, huh?
Triss runs up and grabs the sword.
Yeah, right.
And no.
If he runs up to the sword like that, then she's just gonna
my.
swing the fire sword backwards. Like he's a T-ball.
No.
Did I
Yeah,
do
it
okay?
Yeah, you did good there.
You did really well.
I should have went up and patted the Minotaur on the head with my fucking rotting. I'm forgetting about it. Oh, aren't you a pretty Minotaur?
No, that's when you flick him off with the bad hand.
Yeah.
Or you could do.
There's all kinds of satchels and bags and stuff.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff in here.
Yep.
Let's see.
You get one bag, you get one bag.
No, Belvin's basically opening each of them going, we're going to need more space to sort this.
There's a lot back
Let's
here.
get the Minotaur out of here.
Thimble will attempt to secure the door, and then search for
The
some
door.
type of device that is setting off the alarms, the bells.
There is a bell in there that
You know what else?
it looks like exactly the same as the bell that you guys
So
have.
right now, Theodius is gonna go. We'll go stake the first door, not the second one.
There's a little, very small writing in arcane words.
That's right, because we want to.
You think if you ring one, they all ring.
Because if I hit the second door, then we can still go up that
Yeah.
thing. So yeah, the farthest of the two doors out, I'm gonna spike closed.
Okay, well, if you'd like, I'll be the one to drag the Minotaur corpse.
Wait, where are you dragging it?
Oh, first we
Closer
strip
to
it,
the
then
door.
we toss the body into the doorway.
As soon as he touches the
Whoa.
Minotaur corpse, that's your dibs. That's your treasure. That's your share.
Everything else but the sword?
No, you got the Minotaur corpse. The first thing you touch.
That's yours.
No.
Tenderloin.
No, I
could
want-
throw the
The
Minotaur
rest of
corpse
us
out
wanted
into
it,
the
but
big
you
round
got it.
room
So
in case
No, I'll
something
tell you
comes
exactly
along.
what I want
Say,
from the
kill him with
Minotaur.
one stick to the throat.
There is a lot of gold. There's a lot of silver. There is the plate mail. There is the black
I want
metal
the crown.
greatsword. There's a crown.
Wait for him to tell us what he has.
Yeah,
and
man.
you don't get to call stuff in this game. I'm just going to call it right now.
Calm down. Calm down, Dave.
Alright.
All right.
whatever the best thing he has, I call.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, what was I saying? All right, so he has plate mail. He has a black greatsword.
A crown.
He has a crown. There are 3 satchels. 2 of them are filled with gold. 1 is filled with silver. There's a lot of things there.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic off the scroll.
Oh, he also has a signet ring.
Okay.
Detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay. The plate mail, the sword, the crown.
The ring.
Did I say a ring?
He says,
Yeah, you
signet
said
ring.
Signet ring. Not the signet ring.
So plate mail, sword, and crown are magic.
Yes.
Steve's going to take a look at the signet ring.
What
See if
other
that's
kind of
the
items
one.
were there?
Now we need to put it on the other hand.
signet
Two
ring?
hands of
Yeah.
the packet.
Signet ring.
The signet
Um,
ring turns you into
It's a pretty simple one. Looks like a minotaur head, and behind it is what looks like 2 broken swords. That's the actual emblem itself.
As Percy. Well, the scroll gives me something that we can find out what one item does.
I do the crown because the plate mail's good, the sword's good. Even if we don't know what they do, they're going to be good. The crown,
The
crown could do anything.
He was wearing the crown.
right? The crown could do
The
it.
crown detected.
Yeah. Even if
We
we
don't
don't
wear
know
that
as well.
ring. You can't
We
get
don't
it
want
off.
to use anything that's
I
evil.
have a detect evil.
Was Joshua saying that?
Yeah.
Joshua, did you see that thing over there?
Well, I
Look
know
over
that
there.
was, but doesn't necessarily mean the items he was using were evil.
That's true.
Okay,
That's for people with conundrums about that.
Gabriel will read Detect Evil off the scroll for...
Okay, just kind of look around.
What
Yeah.
spell? What level spell was it?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
the scroll.
Don't read off the scroll because we can just wait a day and memorize it ourselves and cast it instead of
Burning
reading
off
the
the
scroll.
True.
You know what I
But
mean?
identify, I'm okay with burning off the scroll.
Because it's a while before you're going to be able to
Yeah.
cast it.
I'd say the crown.
Wow, on 100 gold piece pearl before I can
But the
cast.
thing is like the
I don't-
armor's
is that part
good
of the
either way, the
actual
sword's good
description?
either way. The crown, we have no idea.
I don't remember actually.
Sword
Sword gets third
people
edition.
with
Yeah.
armor still going to
Oh.
sell.
I'd say the
Maybe
crown
not.
is most.
It might be
Hit the
second
crown.
edition too. You know,
The signet ring with the Minotaur head, 2 swords.
2 broken swords behind it. That's the symbol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it on Trust, see what happens.
I guess the Minotaur head is probably red,
Yeah.
and everything else is black.
Now I take a temporary loss, 8 points to con when the spell ends.
Yeah, identify.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
we better be back in town.
kind of harsh.
Oh,
Joshua puts that
that
ring
suddenly
on.
becomes a scribe
Okay.
one instead of.
Classy.
Joshua puts spring on? Okay. Let's see
Looks
here.
pretty nice.
I did all right.
Actually, you probably know once you put it on.
It wasn't magic though, was it? I don't know.
Signet ring.
It didn't
Oh, the signet ring. That's right. No, it doesn't. It's not magical.
Okay.
But it pricks you, and you suddenly keel over dead.
Oops.
Well, do you want to just take all this stuff back to town
And then
we'll
he takes
sort
it back
out
off.
there?
You know when you move your hand, it rattles a little bit.
Does it fit, rattle, or?
There's-
That's going to take it back off and
If you
put it
shake-
back into the party
If you
treasure.
shake it, it rattles.
Open it.
There's a little thing to open on it.
Let Thimble open
You don't know.
it. He might be better at that than you.
Possibly.
Actually, see.
Looks like just a ring.
I think there's something inside that.
Alright, so Cyril will take a look at it underneath for like a little switch or
I
something.
mean, you
to
can look
flip
around close enough. It won't make you roll for it. There's a little tiny little button. You click it, and the signet ring part opens up, and inside there is a black, shiny sphere. Looks
Don't touch it.
Is it a
organic.
It's organic.
Yeah.
Put the fire to it.
Yeah.
The black fire to
Could
the
it be
black
a
shiny
pearl?
thing.
Don't think it's a pearl. It's not hard. It's actually a little soft.
Have you guys run into anything like this? Maybe
Nope.
a different color?
Actually, could I try my clerical knowledge?
No, it's not gonna help you.
Alright.
Whiskey?
Beef. You think it's poison?
Oh, like a
It's the
pellet.
ring that he was trying to get.
Sure. Yeah, I guess it was actually. Yeah.
What was
Yeah, it's poison.
it? What ring was it?
The ring he was trying
The,
to get near
the
you.
Minotaur signet.
So it's a poison pellet.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
If we had a dwarf, we give it to the dwarf.
You can try it.
Dwarf loves eating poison.
See how potent that is.
Saves.
Oh, tasty.
Who's the stupidest member of the party? Intelligence wise.
There is the black sword, the great sword. There is the plate mail.
Black great sword.
Do you guys want?
Plate mail.
Do you guys take the time to count the coins?
Not yet.
Okay.
We want to try and get out of here and get
Yeah.
this stuff identified.
Let's get this stuff out.
I
and
think
then-
that would be a good move at this point. Some of us have our emails have been tripped already.
Everybody roll a d6. Hear noise.
We did spike that outer door. So.
Okay. You spiked one of the outer doors, correct?
the most out of the door.
The most out of the door.
Not
the one-
would
let me
have
double check.
access
Little
to the door, to the
little
first floor if we needed.
Entry thing.
Okay, there's to this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Spike that door.
Okay.
The first one, Thimble Club.
Anybody get a 1 or 2?
Tris.
Okay.
Go.
There sound like there are possibly multiple humanoids in the round room.
You ready for
We
a
could
fight,
go.
guys?
Well, we could just go up the ladder.
But we can't get anywhere once
Yeah.
we're up there. This
It's
these
What
rooms-
if we got
entirely filled with
What if we
blood.
got up there
And pull
pull
the
the
rope
ladder
up?
up, cover the thing, and just wait them out?
We could do that.
Well,
We
we
got
just
rations.
we don't even need to cover it. Just pull the rope up, and if they look up, you shoot a crossbow bolt down.
Yeah.
Arrows work fine.
What if they have arrows?
Well, then we stay away from the hole.
They're shooting up a hole. All we're doing is letting gravity go
So why don't we
for
just do
us.
that?
And actually, if you look up there, you remember that there's the sliding throne.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just
Oh yeah, we just slide the throne back over.
Yeah, and then we can just wait
Oh,
it
it's
out.
thrown out of the way.
Well, let's
it's not.
bring
It's actually
the
slid
sword
back in
around
place.
with us at
We can
least.
move it.
We'll just pull, just grab all the stuff, we'll throw it all up there.
Okay.
Rope trick?
Stay down while the rest of us go up.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're taking all the junk.
yeah, going up,
Can I
sending
put
everyone up
the ground on to carry it up?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you want to put it on.
No,
there.
because what if it's a crown of opening doors like an asshole and he goes and opens the door, sucks everyone in and kills us? Let's wait.
Let's wait. Let's wait till we get
It's a
into
miscellaneous item of open doors like an
It's in the
asshole.
bag.
I didn't know about that magic item. That's popular where you're from.
Yes.
Opening doors like an asshole. All right,
I'm gonna remember that one.
we'll put that plan through.
violation.
Yeah, so we get all the stuff up there, get all the squishies first, then the fighters,
Okay.
pull it up, push the throne over.
Okay. You'll hear some people trying to test the door at one point. They can't get in. They say they haven't got in yet.
Got a bunch of oil too.
Oh, and the black flame torch.
I think we used a lot of our oil though when
I've got some.
we still have some left.
And
Okay,
the
use
black
all
flame
mine on
torch.
Should have
the.
dumped
Just
it all over
saying.
the floor as soon as they came.
You'll hear the door try to open again.
I'm gonna drop the oil on the ground, I'll throw the torch down.
That kind of fall should break it.
Oh, it'll break it, yeah.
Drop it on them.
Or make it. Do you
Yeah,
want to
I'm
give
gonna
you
wait.
cloth?
I've got 2 vials of oil waiting. If I hear the door break open, I'm dropping them and then dropping the torch. Or drop the black
No,
fire.
guys,
It's twice as hot.
don't drop the torch. Does anyone here have any cloth they can spare?
Yeah.
I have another
All right,
torch.
let's make
too.
them
We'll just
into.
make them Molotovs.
Yeah.
Oh, that does.
Everybody roll a d6. I'm looking for a 1.
For each
Simple.
character.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. Anybody gets a 1, smell smoke.
There's smoke
No,
now.
that's smoking. That's
Burn that door down and smoke us out.
all right. Let's close the.
Slide the throne over the hole.
And let's look
One thing
around
you
the-
notice, it doesn't seal completely shut.
Oh, stick rags in there.
And let's look around the room. What's
we
the
allowed?
door like out? Like the one into the river of blood thing? Is it just a wooden door?
We've
stone
got
door?
another full room that we can go into.
There's a
and then we can block
hallway
it off.
and then another room.
We go to the other room for now.
Let me see.
So we came up into this room.
I wasn't there when you flooded the level with blood, so.
Yeah, there's basically a room, a hallway, and a room that
We're
are
in
not
this
filled
room?
with blood.
And the blood comes to here. This room is sealed off with blood.
That looks kind of small. You see
You
on
see
the
something
bigger
about this
map?
going back up to a building on the first level too?
No, that was the next
Yeah, I can see a
room
better
down
map.
below.
Those 3 rooms. Room, hallway, room. Those
Where's
are all
the blood
drawn.
at?
That hallway is filled.
So we can go to the
And
next.
that's
We can
stairway?
go into the next.
Yeah.
That goes up or down.
It goes up, but it's filled with blood
Well,
too.
here's what we do then. Look, let's back the squishies and the treasure into the other room. We'll
Close
kind of
every
stand-
door?
We'll stand, close the door and stand there. So if they decide they're gonna come up somehow, we can be ready for them.
You start to see more smoke come up,
Well, as long as we can close it off,
and it's easy to smell at this point.
we'll just back it up into that next room then, and then we can close the door and then we can tuck stuff around it.
Okay.
Hey, Sticky. You smell that blood on the other side of the door?
He nods.
You smell like a whole lot of blood on the other side of that door.
He nods.
How much could you drink?
You're pretty sure you flooded the whole first level, except for that one little hallway at the end there.
We got flooded the
might
second
die.
level.
The room starts to fill with lots of smoke.
Okay.
Even the second room we're in.
Are you closing the doors?
Yeah,
as you go? Okay.
closing it and stuffing stuff.
Okay. Well,
in.
then I guess you wouldn't know.
Where's the door at here?
Well, Stinky will actually point and go.
Does this go up?
That goes up, but that's where the blood pool is. The blood came down from this pool.
Stinky smells smoke. What's that?
I'm explaining the map.
Okay.
What do we have available?
What if we use the blood?
Oh, we don't have that bag of holding. No.
What if we use the blood to put out the fire?
Wait,
Like we just punch a
you
hole
mean
in the
put
bottom
the
of the door,
blood in the
and
bag
it
of
just
holding?
streams, and then it streams through, so it's not coming as fast through our area, and we can set it right down into the hole.
Yeah, we could do something.
We
like
just
that.
punch a hole in this
Would we
door.
be able
So
to
we
shut the
drain-
door?
The stuff we got to do is the smoke still, because the room's still going to be
Yeah.
going.
I know, but the blood will go down. Put out
So
the
we're
fire.
draining the first floor to flood the
Down into
second floor.
floor.
Well, not all the hallways or doors are open though, so
Well,
you'll
okay,
flood some of the rooms.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to
Yeah,
go.
we will open the
Here,
door
let it
between
try to
these
get
rooms.
TPK before it was babies born.
Wait, what's that?
You let it
It's time to
try
get a
get
TPK before the baby's born. We don't have to worry about running anymore.
We shall see.
We'll slide the thing about 6 inches open, and then we'll chop little holes in the bottom of the door where the blood's on the other side.
Okay, so the first door, going to pop holes. Keep the second door open.
Yeah.
Run blood down into the.
Problem is,
Slide the throne aside a little bit.
okay.
Open door. Pop holes in here so that it flows underneath it. It'll fill up slowly.
Okay, that's the plan,
and
right?
Start running
So
down
tell me
there.
what you do.
So
Because right now the doors are
Tons of
closed.
smoke in that room, though. The thing
Yeah.
is, what about also if we open it, we don't know how much pressure there is, or how far the fire's come in, or how much smoke's going to come out.
Let's get some. Here, you do that. I'm going to get some intelligence from down below. And Percy casts ESP.
all right.
Oh, what does that do?
60 feet, I can hear, and I know roughly where they are at because
Okay.
they're down there.
Yeah.
So I look in that direction, focusing my concentration for one turn.
Okay.
I can perceive the thoughts of all creatures within 60 foot
Okay.
in that direction.
Okay.
Even if I don't share their language, if there are multiple creatures, I have to spend an extra turn to sort out the thoughts.
Okay, I'll let you take a little bit of time.
John, am I standing in the direction you're using it?
I don't know, are you?
Sure. Let me know when you. Let me know
No sleeping
if you're
allowed.
trying to
You
hear my
think there
thoughts.
are roughly 8 gnolls down there.
Okay.
They have piled up all sorts of furniture by the door, and they're burning it with oil. There's lots of smoke. You think pretty much every room between you and them is filled with smoke at this point.
Okay,
All right.
Hey,
You wanna know
we
what
need
I'm
a way
thinking?
out.
I got one thing I'm going to do right now. I'm taking a piece of cloth, I'm putting water on it, and I'm wrapping it around my face.
Okay, that seems like a legitimate way to.
Says, start chopping that door. He'll wet a rag, throw it over his face. He's the strongest one, so he's gonna go out and push the.
So, like right now, you
Big
have
cleric's thoughts that you hear.
And I got a.
Oh, this really itches.
right now you have 2 doors between you and the smoke, and 1 door between you and the blood.
Smoke breathing.
So,
So, do you open this first door, or do you wait till?
Smoke cutting.
We could burn the
Armor
identify
smoke.
to find out what the crown does.
I will.
Yeah, what do we have to do that? Identify the
Wrap
crown.
a wet
What if it's
rag
like
around my
man
face.
crown?
Does everybody do that? Does everybody wrap
Yeah.
a wet
Yeah,
rag?
yeah.
Okay.
Take a big deep breath. Open that door.
Okay. So.
Open it.
Oh, okay.
Even faster. I drink my potion of speed,
Why? Why?
so
Why?
I can do this even faster. I don't
Why?
have to worry about it. It probably won't be that bad anyway.
As a GM, I don't think you really should.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
waste.
really good potion to be
Yeah,
burning
I-
like that.
I understand what you're trying to do.
Deep
but-
breath.
Yeah.
While they're chopping underneath to start filling this room, step in, close it so that the smoke doesn't fill this chamber too much. Go down the hall.
Also, you're gonna open the door, go in the next one, close the door behind you.
Right.
Okay, that's okay.
Go down the end of the hall, open that door, leave it open, and
Shove
then shove the throne back
Okay.
Then come back.
about, I don't know, maybe a foot open.
Not enough for someone to come in, but
And then, yep, I have spikes. Spike it
Okay.
so that they wouldn't be able to like climb up in some way and push the throne back further to get up
Not
through there.
easily.
Not that they'd be likely to do that, but just in case. And then come back.
And is your bastard sword just really sharp, or is it just a special ability that does the?
Yeah, it's just a special.
It's magic. Okay.
So
So he opens up the door, goes to the next hallway. Smoke billows up into the roof of this one, but he closes it quick.
let the thing, yeah.
You go into the next one. It's hard to see, and your head is very hot.
I stay low.
Okay. If you do that, ooh, you know,
Grab one on the
go
ground,
to the next door,
Push
open it up.
push it, open
Open,
that
yeah.
up, leave it open.
More black smoke comes flying. Like this was kind of like when you walk into a store and you got the heat blowing down on you. It's like a in between room. This was like black smoke in here. It's hard to see.
Over
Okay.
the throne.
And push open.
Push it open.
All right. Give me some sort of save. What was it? Poison, I guess, would probably be the best one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You have the rag though, so why don't you get a plus?
Whatever his best save is, you should do that one.
How about a +3 to your save?
A natural 20.
Okay. You take 1 damage of smoke inhalation.
Push the throne back.
Push the throne back, and you said, hey, halfway, right?
Yeah, only about 2 feet or so.
Okay.
But since it's so thick in smoke, I'm not gonna worry about trying to spike.
It's hot too.
So,
The air is hot to breathe.
and I took a deep breath, so I'm trying to do this.
Well,
while
I'm just
holding
you
that
just
breath.
feel the heat of the air. Is what I'm saying.
And then I just head back to the door.
Let me.
Okay.
Sounds like a normal.
More smoke comes in.
Reclose
Not
the door.
enough for you guys to really choke. You slam the door. Put your wet rags underneath. Okay. And what are you doing to the blood room while he's doing that? Who's
So we're
doing
starting to punch the hole at the bottom.
like a
of the floor.
pickaxe or
Well,
You see the
hey, I have
demons
a light
stepping at the
pick.
bottom of the
light
door.
Yeah.
pick? Okay.
And punch some holes in this other door near
So-
the ground.
Just like opening up a beer keg.
Okay. So how many holes are like you crack one?
Well,
Well, if
let's see how
is
fast
the
it's
door
flowing.
bound like
Yeah.
metal bindings across each?
Yeah, it's actually pretty sealed pretty well.
Because if it's metal bindings, that would cut it below the binding, so the door still has a structure to it. But it's
the very.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it's wood.
We're just gonna-
So yeah.
Okay. How much does it come through with one hole? Is it like a spurt? Is it a reverse?
We'll say like a hose.
Okay.
There's pressure behind it.
3.
Sure.
Pop. Pop.
Okay. So you got 3 holes. Because you have the stuff under the door, the blood starts to fill up. It's probably about an inch.
Okay.
How
2 inches of blood.
Which way does that door open? Into the hallway or into the room?
The blood room? Or
It's
The
coming.
room that we're in.
It's coming
The
into
room
the
that goes
room.
into the throne room.
The door
Is that
that
the door?
it opens out.
It opens into the little hallway
Yeah, yeah.
towards the throne room.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So someone's gonna have to hold it till it gets up about
we
6
will
inches.
hold it till we
and
get
then-
it up. I'd say about a foot.
Okay.
And get
Okay.
a
Hey,
good
the
walk.
halfling's like, I don't like that idea. That's an
Grab
awful
onto the
lot.
halflings.
That's only your
$100.
thigh height.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty nasty.
So you wait till there's 3 feet of blood in the room.
1 foot.
No, not
Oh,
3
okay.
foot. Halfling would be like,
1 foot,
I'm
okay.
drowning.
That's a lot of cubic feet of blood.
There's a lot of cubic feet of blood.
That's gonna.
And then I think we should all get along
Okay.
this wall to avoid any chance of getting.
I'm pretty
You know
sure
what I mean?
someone's gonna be right by the door though.
So, well, somebody that's strong that can.
There will be a rush of blood
So,
going into the hallway.
Everyone gets to make straight.
A lot of time though.
well, that's why I said I think we should all be along this
I
wall here.
wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
If it was like 3 or 4 feet, yeah, maybe,
It's still gonna be an awful lot of blood.
Yeah.
Just point that
I'll
out.
get up to about a foot.
Okay. And open the door.
So what?
Not
This
that
is
door.
a 20 by 20 room. Foot?
Okay,
That's a lot.
Everybody
of blood.
that's in the room,
Take a deep breath and then say, "I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna let the door open." So take a deep breath.
Stay as low as you can.
okay, so everyone takes a deep breath, stays low.
Okay.
They're like they're kind of squatting in the blood. Open the door. Okay, rush of blood runs out, and you will
So like
hear
400
sizzling.
cubic feet of blood towards
Oh,
me.
400? That sounds
Is
like...
it looks like a 20 by 20 room.
Probably.
1 foot.
So that's why you do 400 cubic feet.
Wow, that's a lot.
That
of
is a lot of blood. That's what.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying when you're saying 1 foot.
The air fills with smoke. Everybody give me a save versus smoke inhalation. I'll give everybody a +2.
Wait, this would be
Poison.
Save versus poison.
Yeah,
Save versus smoke inhalation. We don't
Crap.
have that save.
10 on. I mean,
It still didn't make it.
10 on 12.
Would you say 2 or 10?
Yes. That
Plus-
one
plus
was
2.
good.
'Cause
And Percy
Well, that's
gets a
good.
natural 20.
that's good.
Wait, that one.
Those that fail take 5 points of damage.
Gabriel.
Those that save take 2.
Oh no, Percy took half his.
You hear what sounds like if you throw water on a fire. That's what the sound you hear.
There's still blood.
Problem is, there's still blood. Yeah, I guess there is too, huh? Okay, there's still smoke in the room though.
Okay,
All the blood drains out, and there's still more coming out of the door. But all the blood runs out of the room that you guys are in.
I hand a pick to someone who's actually normal height and go, air holes at top for the door. Since there's no way a halfling's going to reach the top of a door.
Air holes in the top of the blood room?
the room that we're in.
We don't know if that has brought the level of blood in the first floor of the dungeon down low enough.
It's
well,
the first floor
the
of
whole
the
floor
dungeon.
of the dungeon. The whole floor of the dungeon is full of blood.
You think if you poke air holes, more blood will come out.
Okay.
Trust is using that for the health potion.
Okay.
But
And if you fail,
there won't be enough blood to fill our level, and eventually it'll go down and vent some of the smoke.
Eventually, we'll see. You tell me what you do. Do you try to put air holes in?
Well, he can't reach, so he's going to hand
okay.
it to someone else.
I think that the blood.
I think the blood's going to be
I think the
full
blood's
to
up
do that.
to the ceiling.
Because I thought of maybe just let the blood keep flowing, and maybe eventually be able to open the door and swim out because we're not far from where it goes up to where the blood came
Okay.
from.
Does anybody else do anything right now?
So
Hold on.
we're just kind of holding the position.
Since I still got ESP up on Percy, basically making a sweep of this first floor.
Just blood.
Okay, just blood.
Downstairs, what did I say? 6? I said 8, right?
Yeah, 8.
8 gnolls down
Yes, because the amulet can save your
Are
life.
they going, oh my
You don't want to
god?
use it to cure yourself.
there.
You would rather.
Is there enough
Die
blood
and let it go off.
Yeah.
to affect them yet?
So
They are. You get surprised and what the hell, and there goes our fire.
The fire is out!
Gabriel is going to.
no, here I cast Cure Light Wounds on.
But the air is totally okay. Does anybody like? I'm saying, is there anything you guys want to do like a one turn kind of thing?
No.
D6.
So ESP,
So the air's clean.
the air is not clean where you guys
It's
are.
not clean.
No,
Well,
the air is still filled with
but
smoke.
Percy goes, the fire is out.
Thank you.
Can you tell if they've secured any of the doors to keep the blood in there?
You saw blood coming through the burned holes in the door. So
They burned it.
Into the big round room.
yeah, the door isn't completely burned, but it's almost
The
like
door's burned.
1/4 of it
It's
is
not gonna stop it.
The blood is basically leaking into the second dungeon,
Give me that
second level
pick.
dungeon.
He takes a pick over and starts pounding some more holes into the bottom of the door to let more blood flow.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
No, I'll take a mace too.
I have rope,
Okay.
Just
I
down
have-
low, down low.
Yeah.
pins. Maybe we should tie ourselves together and open the door. And just like flush the floor. It would be bad, but we might die otherwise.
Should I make an attack roll on the door with the mace?
No.
Yeah, the maces are really gonna do too much against the door.
How long does that
I thought it was a
ESP
wooden
last?
door.
That's
It's
for a while.
12 turns, and I only use maybe like one.
Do you guys do anything?
Oh, I'm figuring it out.
Let's see what these additional holes
Just
do.
think, the air is filled with smoke. It's black, like pitch black. Hard to see. The blood's running in. You think the fire's out. Doesn't really help the air quality where you're at, though.
Are the gnolls still down there, as far as you know?
They're still down there, and
they're still down there, but they're like, oh crap, what do we do? Oh crap, what do we do?
If they're gonna run, we should
I
go
double
back
the
down
flow
that
of the blood with holes,
Okay.
and
Oh,
we'll see
now
what
it's-
happens.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. That's what your action is. Smoke,
Josh
blood
will
flowing
cast-
under your foot.
Josh will cast
feet.
Cure Light on
Okay,
Gabriel.
that's fair.
Do we flush the level?
Yeah, yeah. It's,
Tie ourselves to something sturdy and open the door
I
and
think
let it
that's the
flood.
next best thing we do is tie ourselves together so we can.
Let's wait a minute or two and see what happens with.
I'm pointing up the smoke. We may not have a minute or
Well, yeah,
two.
what I'm trying to tell you is you have one round of combat or whatever,
Oh, okay.
to
Oh, okay.
you're
Well, that's what I
healing,
did.
you're hitting
I'm
things
gonna
with
get my rope out
maces,
and I'm gonna start. I'm tying my
little
character
too late, huh?
together, and we'll start tying to his character.
tying each other together,
I'll join in with the
tying together. Okay, so like you
That
get,
way we can hopefully make a move.
Just open the door.
so
That's what I'm suggesting. Maybe
okay,
pin
that's
ourselves
okay.
to the wall.
Okay, so that's what you do this turn. Everybody make another save. This time it's only +1 though.
Ooh, 11 takes
I made that one.
natural 1.
If you
And
fail,
Percy's
you
good.
take 6 damage.
What if you
If you
hit
succeed,
Debbie?
you only take 3 damage.
Percy,
Alright, Theodius is dead.
Yeah, what if you hit?
yeah, both my characters tripped their amulets.
Okay, so roll
Theodius
d6
had
+1.
tripped his amulet on the last fail.
Okay,
Both of mine passed.
okay, so you take 3 damage then.
Alright.
So if you fail, you take 6. You succeed, you
How
take
far down
3.
were you?
He only had 3 hit points.
Oh.
And then he popped back up to 2, and then he failed again.
So I killed another character.
So he's dead.
We gotta open the
But
door.
he's tied in the line.
You have a dead body tied to you guys.
Maybe we can get him brought back or something.
Simple's going to.
Or at least
the
buried.
next round, he's going to
Well, we
drink
use him as a weight.
2/3 of a potion of extra healing and give a third to
Okay.
Joshua.
Alright, so it's the next round. What do you guys do this round? He looks like he wants to open the door.
I'd say open the door.
We gotta
and
open it.
Trying to make our way.
I'm Sears drinking.
Does anybody disagree with that statement? Does anybody agree with that
The way I
statement?
see it, there's only two options. We can either try to go upstream against the blood, or we have to try to go down and deal with the gnolls.
I'd rather deal with the gnolls. But that's probably not.
The older characters know
No.
there is a lot of blood on the first level.
Do you want to just go back down and try to detect the gnolls on down there?
Kind of.
All right, let's do that then.
So right now you have 3 holes cranked in the door, right? Or you were doing more, so there's probably like 6
doubled
holes.
the flow.
So there's 6 holes, okay.
But we should be able.
So picture 6 hoses spraying blood.
Right,
coming out of the
but if
door.
we go back, that door between the gnolls and us is open basically now.
Yeah.
So we have a way to get
ESP man, the gnolls are running.
Okay.
Okay, well let's
They're
run
running.
behind them.
We gotta run or we
So
gotta
we're
open
gonna
the
run, go
door.
back down, and then
Open? No.
And seal that door off somehow.
Oh, the flowing
Little
blood.
circle room. You know, hopefully that doesn't work.
Yeah, those doors are gone.
Go,
Can we
go,
close
go,
the
go,
can
go,
we
go.
close the
Let's
throne
go.
from
Go,
below?
go,
You got it.
Temple goes last, and that door from where we were with the holes in the door letting the blood in.
Yeah, that's the closest to the blood. You're gonna wait. What?
He's gonna shut the door in a little
It goes
corridor.
to the little hallway.
Okay. So this one's leaking blood. The next door you're closing shut.
Yes.
Right.
Please
Okay.
buy us some time.
And I'm gonna start spiking it.
Why don't you roll an open door, but it's actually like a closed door. So 1, 2, 3.
I got a +2 from strength though.
Oh, okay. So what?
Well, no, it should be.
One,
Open door would be
two,
1 and 2, so he would do it on 1
3,
through 4.
4. Okay.
So
You barely close the flow off of blood.
And I'm gonna start spiking it.
Okay.
running.
Everybody
Does this
else.
fire gives smoke. Well,
The
save
fire's
from the
out.
smoke.
Well, the fire's
Well, the
out.
fire's out, but the air up here is
So the door's
clogged with
closed.
smoke.
The door's closed. Let's get out.
Would it help prevent against the smoke though? That spell. Resist fire.
No,
Alright.
not at all.
Oh, I didn't know since
Purify
fire and smoke.
air or something like that.
Yeah,
Gust
yeah.
air.
Give that to him because my was dead. So.
And your body is tied in the line, so you're dragging his body down.
Another day.
Drag him with us.
So okay.
Wait, this guy's dead. He's just dead weight.
So
I could be a real.
do you cut the dead body loose, or do you drag him with you?
Well, once we
We'll
get
drag
down-
him with us. We gotta burn his
Okay,
body.
all right. So I'm guessing
That's cool.
you guys all kind of just
Don't worry about it.
climb down the ladder.
Move that throne back over from below, and then slide it
You
back
can do that too.
Keep an eye.
You think most of the blood is drained down though. The
Right.
Don't
one.
worry about it
Yeah.
later.
Just in
Get out of here.
case.
It'll buy us more time, basically.
Yeah.
Everyone down the rope ladder.
So we've closed the door, spiked it shut, and we head down the rope.
The ESP guy.
We're back down in the round room.
What's that?
Spell.
As I get down to the second level,
You think they are trying to spike the door shut?
No, I said
And the
if
rest
he
of the party
didn't.
kill everybody.
If he's still.
You think they're
taking
trying to
off.
close these 3 doors off?
we gotta move it. They're trying to seal us in.
There's about 6 other people that would kill you, so.
I know. Why do you think I'm not doing it? Well, besides, me and him are cool now.
So I'm guessing you guys are booking it as fast as you
Yeah,
can climb down, fast as you can get out. Okay.
Carrying all
Slipping in
the
blood.
By the time there is probably,
Risky business.
I'm gonna guess there's 2 feet of blood down here, everywhere you guys go.
Nice.
All the doors are closed, and you're hearing the first clanks of the first python spikes underneath these 3 doors.
Which ones?
These 3.
Oh, let's go the other
Are
way.
we doing them all at once?
There's 8 of them. You think they are trying to spike all 3 of those door
Does that
shuts?
go down or up?
That goes.
Wait, what? Wait, which one?
It's
We'll just
shaded.
go this way.
Oh, okay.
27, 25.
There is a door there that is it's closed.
Where were the cannibals at?
They're down. That's the gnolls. Those go
This
down
is second
to the
level,
cannibals. But we could go this way and then.
What did I say? 3 feet of blood?
2.
2 feet of blood. Okay.
Ooh, the cannibals might like the blood.
You know,
We brought you
they won't come up
gifts.
to this
I know,
door,
but when we
though.
open this door, the 2 feet will go rushing down and down those steps.
Yeah, sure. Let's see what happens.
Do you open that
I'm
door?
gonna search it real quick, since we're just standing around
Okay.
in blood. I succeed. I got it.
It is unlocked and untrapped.
Okay, open that door.
Okay. 2 feet of blood will start draining
Gush.
down, gushing.
Gushing
Yeah.
down.
How about everybody just roll your decks?
Thank goodness, at least some of us are tied together.
20, yeah.
Under decks or over?
Under decks.
Crap.
Ooh, Joshua made it. by
18 on 11.
We're all
Ooh.
tied to each other though, so we can hold each other.
Yeah, this
out.
is
I'm
true.
good.
Who is not tied?
Well,
everyone's tied.
here's
right?
the problem.
Yeah, that's fine. He falls down.
Percy is a dex of 6.
Well,
He really
okay,
failed.
these two fail, but with everybody
They're tied
else,
to the woman stand.
tying together was a good idea. Because otherwise, you would have went down into the 3rd level of the cannibal dungeon
Covered in
with
blood.
covered in blood.
Dinner
It's like
is
gravy.
served.
Yes, yes.
Like, this is wonderful.
But you still hear the knolls
You
clank,
can
clank,
smother it
clank,
in
clank, clank. Because they think the room's filled with
There
blood.
are
so-
Can we
gods.
get back up to the surface through that door?
No, 23 would just take us back into the blood. But we can go the whole back way out and back up to 2 and out the.
So we can go.
Or
the
we
back
could go
way.
up and around
Don't we
here.
wanna-
There's other rooms that you haven't explored.
Go
So.
1, yeah. 2 good.
But you guys,
Yeah.
you guys are pretty beat up. So whatever you guys
Yeah,
do.
either 1 or 10.
What's the easiest way to get out?
Well, 10 would take us right outside, so we could go north through here.
Yeah.
West.
And if it's a
over-
numbered room up there, we've
and
cleaned it
it's
out.
outside.
Let's
It's
hold
not the
numbers
teleport
through
room.
there, so we can just go over, down, up.
Yeah, that's what we were
Maybe
saying.
that's too. I don't know.
Hey, while we're over here, why don't we check these other rooms?
There's a couple rooms you haven't explored.
We might have to check them.
Nah, we can.
We need to get out.
We've
Like,
got
we're
the
in bad
clear
shape.
path.
Well, I'm just
We're
saying,
man
like,
down.
We're the walking
here,
wounded
here,
right now.
and here we might have to check just because doors are connected.
Well, if the blood follows us through here, this is a spiral staircase that goes
Yeah.
down to 3.
Okay,
Yeah,
This
so-
is open.
You guys, yeah, it's basically all the blood is draining down. Well, all the blood that's in that room is draining down into the 3rd.
Yeah. So we can at least stop and catch our breath there.
And there's a lot of big spaces on 3. Like 3
Good
is
choice of words,
huge.
John.
So 3 will actually. This is this room, but if these rooms aren't secure, that like 2 feet of blood on the part of this floor is not a big deal. Once it gets down here, it'll spread way out. And there's a bunch of cannibals that might lap it up for us.
So here's a question: how long to that door up above gives?
Well, I don't know. You guys have sealed it, so you spiked it. You think it probably lasts for a long time. They have a little bit of experience.
Yeah, at least until it's 5 feet of blood in a 20-by-20 room, and watch the wood blow out.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. It's like blood in this world.
Anyone in here ever play Metal Gear Solid 2?
I don't think anyone here has played Metal Gear. Period.
No, something's
I played Metal Gear on Nintendo.
Okay,
Nice.
you're the only one.
The video game that had cigarettes in it.
Yeah, that's one of your items.
No, at number 3, there's cigars.
Okay, so are you guys leaving? Or are you exploring as you leave? What are you guys
No,
doing?
we want to get out.
Where are we heading now?
Head down as fast as possible?
Well, we want to see what happens when the blood flows down the steps to the cannibals.
What
At least
do we
maybe hear
hear?
what happens.
Okay, do you follow the flow of blood?
We're just
It's
going to
Let's
listen
stay
down
at the top of
the
the
steps.
steps.
I mean, you hear
Milkshake.
growling, splashing, sounds like chewing.
You're welcome. We should teleport the cannibals up to the first floor to eat all the blood. That'd be nice.
I gotta pee!
There's a lot of blood on the first level. But as the levels get down, they get bigger, so...
Yeah.
One day it'll all be full of blood from top to bottom. But
Not that.
No, there's not that much, no.
You'll just be walking in
I'm
a
wondering if
puddle
we've let
here
enough
or
out to
a
bring
lair.
it down to where it's below the top of that door.
I mean, you could probably figure it out if you were really like a math geek, you know? Like you were figuring out the cubic feet of blood. We're not going to do that, though. There's a lot of squares up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are basically, you went down here to look down the stairs to see level 3, and you're coming back up this way. You haven't explored these rooms? You haven't explored this room?
Nope.
Haven't
We're not going
explored
through
these
either.
two either.
Nope.
We did?
But you're basically going to sneak up.
There's
That way and go
3,
over
4,
and go out.
5 rooms.
Okay, so you're going to try to be quiet
Just get
and
out of
leave.
here.
Quiet.
Quiet and leave?
Yeah. Through all
Okay.
explored areas.
You obviously don't with your boots. Everyone else can roll under decks to see how quiet you are.
Good.
Right on 11.
9 out of 10.
It's hard to
Tell me if anybody fails, and how about
Fails
how bad you
by
failed. By 5? Okay.
I got right on.
We're all
So
quiet
that's
because
over
we're covered in blood.
I fail. Or 11 is by 7. Percy's by 8.
Okay. 2, 2, and 1. Okay. Alright, so as you guys are making your way up this way, you know what, let me double check actually. It might be kind of...
Percy slips.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that was to make noise. It wasn't even.
Like, yeah, he's obviously making noise. He might have to change his outfit soon into something less noisy.
Let's see here.
Covered in
Let's get lucky.
That's right. He's got big armor on that.
No. Hershey's the wizard. He's the one who failed by 8.
Oh.
What if,
He's got dex of 6.
Here's a big question. What if those people were still tied up to the torture devices wherever we let the flow of blood in?
They're dead now. doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
they're all dead.
No, I'm saying, like,
Okay,
what if they were still
So you
alive?
guys get past this. You're probably like right here.
Soaked in blood.
This doorway opens up, and shadowy figures start to come out of it.
Run.
Yeah, I'm booking it. I'm cutting the rope and I'm just.
Everybody run.
Sounds like a plan.
Actually, I could
Where
probably
are we
buy
at?
some time with the darkness.
You're in this
so-
hallway. This door opens up,
There's
and
shadowy
shadowy figures come out.
Come up behind us.
Yeah, come out behind you.
Oh, we run like the wind.
You stay still and cast light. We'll run.
He's gonna cast darkness on him.
No. I said I could cast light or dark, whichever you want.
I applaud that.
Who's running?
I'm running.
Tristan's
Both mine.
running too. But Gabriel will cast light.
So Gabriel stays behind. Everybody else runs away. Okay, that's good to know.
Why, you fools?
Okay. Okay. So you cast light. You don't have to roll anything.
Alright. No, that's
So his hand.
Does the light spell say anything about targeting or?
No, it's
Well,
just
no,
mixed
that's
light.
if you can target someone's
duration
eyes to
12
blind them.
turns,
yeah.
range 120, 15-foot radius.
Just cast on your holy symbol.
So blind
magical
somebody.
torch.
So you probably target the first one. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, if it cast on their eyes, they fail saving throw versus spell, they're blinded for 12 turns. It also counts.
If they're affected by.
I'll just-
Roll a 19, so it saves. That's not good for you. All right. So what is your AC for your character?
He is 6.
All right.
He was
13
6.
or higher.
Run, you fool!
No, you don't understand.
It's
Monster attacks at better hits than you do.
3 hits. One was a 20.
Well,
Alrighty.
the amulet trips and he's back up.
Okay.
Well, the first one's gonna hit you.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's do this
First
one at a
hit.
time.
One damage
So
at a
you have
time.
2 hit points left, so he's gonna hit you.
Yeah. The first one kills you. Well, I'll roll it. I will roll it.
Off chance.
First one kills you.
Okay, so then the amulet goes off, so roll your d6.
Yeah. Roll d6 plus
How many
1.
points you have?
So he gets 2 back,
All right.
and then the
And
second one hits you.
Oh, only 2. Good, it'll be quick.
died?
Gabriel.
Your strength.
Theodius.
Your strength is 4 less.
Permanent?
This is temporary.
For the next 5 seconds, pretty sure it's permanent.
But no, this is temporary. Actually.
No, I'm pretty sure it's permanent.
Well,
Well, it's gonna be permanent.
That's
There's
right.
the
He has 2
second
hit
damage.
points, no amulet left on the second hit, so
then you take 9 more.
you're dead.
You hear the holy man say, Mother of God.
No! Splat!
Well, but he's
Mother of God is the chaotic evil goddess, so that's interesting.
That explains so much.
Hey, he secured our escape.
Okay,
Put him down.
he did secure your escape. He was the only one that got attacked. Everyone else runs away and goes up onto the surface,
So we were
breathing heavily when you break
we will
the.
drink a glass to him for valiantly dying.
R.I.P.
You
Gabriel.
you keep your dead guys.
I had mine.
Dead.
You want me to hold on?
Well, he wouldn't get that one.
Well, yeah, you guys don't get his stuff because you don't
We
get his
didn't
stuff.
have much. We didn't give him any.
Yeah, he did. He just had the white leg. The crowbar. and
Your
the-
character, I believe, they cut loose. So
Well, after they grab the.
But
you grab this
first,
scrolls,
yeah,
okay.
Rashid or whatever the
Then he got-
bodyguard handed over the scrolls, and then we cut him loose.
Oh, no one got my scrolls.
Oh well.
Yep. Well, those were not given out then.
Were they destroyed by the blood?
Well, Rashid, I guess you control your own destiny now.
Now I can hire a bodyguard.
The first words he ever said.
Bodyguard.
So
I'm
you're
getting too old for this crap.
you're on the surface. You break free, and what do you guys do?
Head back to
Headed back to the city.
Head back to the town with all the loot from
Yeah.
the Minotaur.
So you can
Okay.
split the loot and find out what it is.
What time should we leave? It's 9:15.
Any particular time you want to kick everyone out?
We got a long road.
We do.
home and everything, too, so-
You guys have the driving, so it's up to you.
Would you like to leave at 10? or a little bit earlier.
I think this is probably good. Since we're gonna head back to Nam,
Let's just
get
finish out
experience,
the
give up
divvying
our
up,
treasure, find out what the magic items are, and
That's fair.
everything. How's that sound?
That sounds
And
good.
then get the XPs and
Make new guys. If these guys are gonna play again.
Yeah, we can make new guys. That's fine. All right. So when you actually count the gold pieces, there are 6,000 gold pieces.
Holy.
Do we get XP
There.
for gold?
Yeah. Well, we'll have to add it together and divide it and all that good stuff.
Yeah, but still.
And then there are 5,000 silver.
So Jeff is writing it down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 of us that survive.
Now, here's how we would divvy up treasure. Your lead character gets 1 share, so since there's 6 of it, or 5 of us, we would be
Did either
divided
of
by
you
5.
lose lead
Cool.
character? Well, they didn't.
Yes.
Okay, you lost.
Well,
the lead.
your retainer
Now
becomes
we just survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have 5 shares, and then you pay your henchmen the way you want. That's the way
when we
we've
figure out
been
what the
doing
magic
it.
items are,
Monetary
what we
one.
have.
Okay.
So,
And we
6,000 gold, you said?
Yeah.
If there's 6
6,000 gold and 5 shares.
Oh, 5 shares,
We've
that's
had some gems as well.
1,200
so-
each.
There are
You want me to add them up
15
then?
emeralds.
I got my calculator up if you want.
We'll do that.
3 emeralds each and
5 primaries,
1,200
so
gold.
we do it that way. 3 emeralds each. That's pretty sweet right there.
Yeah, if you
There's
wanna write
75
it
gold
down
each,
as,
75 gold emeralds.
3 emeralds each, 75 gold pieces.
and the gold and silver.
Yeah, I guess I'll divide those up too.
Then we had 150 for the brazier, the broken gold and brazier stuff.
So is that 30 each?
50. And oh, each okay. I was gonna add it in and divide it off.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you want to do that
Care.
instead?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow,
what
you
that
killed
brings
that
up for
guy,
me
too.
is how do you divide out the magic items? Do you just put in?
That's what he was saying is you would
Well,
find
we
out how
can
much
roll
they're
for
worth
them.
and people.
Okay.
Sometimes people don't get them, and sometimes new players get them, and then they never come back to the game. So it's kind of tough.
I mean, what we've been doing is just kind of assessing what we have and what the new stuff is and trying to figure out where they go
Yeah.
instead of just what the best way to keep everybody alive is. We're going to have enough magic items now that everybody should probably be able to have some kind of magic weapon.
And pretty much everyone will probably show up next game.
Yeah.
Since, well, it's not like we're going to have a person who's not coming back to the house unless no one's telling me this.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Yeah, I'll be here.
The only thing in April I will not be able to attend, so because I'll be at the birth.
Well,
February.
you
Yeah.
better be there.
so next month I'll be here, and
Yeah.
then hopefully the month after April, just for the Labyrinth game probably.
Who knows? You might be here April. Might.
it's
No.
going to be too close.
That's
Plus,
it's
well,
too
it depends on also if GASP gets another place.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
That'll change things.
But 1,200 gold pieces each,
Yeah.
and 1,000 silver pieces each, which translates into 100 gold.
100 gold.
Yeah,
Is that how that works? Right?
yeah, that's right.
It's doing a 10-to-1 on everything.
Is it 10-1?
It is.
Okay.
Electrum's 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we decide to do whatever we want with the emeralds?
Yep.
Alright.
So then do we get XP based on how much gold we got?
Yeah, you do. Is anybody trying to do the magic items before we do XP and all that good stuff? Here's a good question. For when we have new players, do you guys want to just have group magic items?
Well, that's what I think.
you know what I
I'd
mean?
like
'Cause
to do the hand-me-down stuff.
Well, my thing is
I-
the sword. I'm not worried about because if I can keep using the fire sword.
Right, we've got some killer if we figure out what this new sword does, we've got some killer backups.
Can we find out what we do before we end the game? I mean, what they do before we end the game?
If you have identify,
I have identified.
Just
could-
one
The
spell.
problem is
you
it-
could
it
put in
knocks
your spell book
8 con off, and I
temporarily.
don't know how long it takes to regen.
We could take some time. That's fine.
Yeah, we can hang out in town.
Hang out.
Okay. Well, then, order I was thinking was sword, crown, armor.
Alright.
Anyone have
Yeah,
a problem
I
with
would say
that?
crown.
Alright.
Crown first, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the sword, I'm pretty sure we'll find someone who'll use it right off the bat, and then we can dicker out the who's going to get what hand-me-down.
Yeah,
That's why I
Fire
said
sword,
so.
one hand or two hand.
It's a long sword. It's one-handed. I also have
Need be.
I have the Frostbrand. I have a
What's the Frostbrand?
That's the frost sword. That's
The ice sword.
Because what I'm thinking for just the guys that have always been here, instead of giving your magic items away, you can be like, here, you can use this for today.
Mhm.
At the end of the session, you get it back.
Yeah.
If he shows up again, you can loan it to him again. You know,
See,
something like that. Like if you guys show up every time, then
it
that's
doesn't
cool.
really bother me when somebody gets a magic item and doesn't come back. Because if somebody else got it, in all likelihood, it's not something I wanted anyway.
Yeah, but I bet you missed that bag of holding if it wandered off.
You do have one bag. Somebody has a bag of holding.
No, it left.
It
Was that
wandered
with
off.
your friend?
No.
That was the first bag. There was a second bag of holding, I
There's a
thought.
second bag.
There was a second bag of holding.
Wow, he's giving them out and he keep losing them.
Maybe
they
Chris
lost-
had it.
I think. I'm gonna say that you guys have a bag of holding somewhere. Somebody does.
So we're still going to identify all the items.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And
So
I've got a dagger that does. I got a magic dagger called Biter.
Okay, it might
Yeah.
take a while, but like if we, is it 1 point a day or something? Do you want to do it so every week I can cast it?
That's fine. So we'll say 3 weeks go by.
If we're going to do 3 weeks, we can find out what the stuff is.
Okay.
Alright, so
What's
find out what it is.
or two?
Find out what it is,
Oh
and
my
then
god, we might.
why don't you find out what it
we
is,
might
see what
spend
you guys
2
want
months
it, and then you
just
can figure out what to do
researching.
with whatever else.
I mean, you guys can hang out in town because that was pretty climactic.
Yeah.
You guys had it was pretty death-defying there in places. So.
Except for the Minotaur who
Yeah.
failed.
It failed to be saved with a 1. So.
And
That-
the Minotaur who failed at life
alright?
and died for it.
So what are the items?
That was just a sad
Okay.
death.
The first item is Helm of Comprehend Languages and Read Magic,
Oh.
That's kind of useful.
and it's obviously a crown. You get the feeling that this Minotaur was some sort of royalty, leader, something. Because you remember his seat of honor at the arena. So
So comprehend languages and
read magic.
read magic. Okay, that seems like something that we could get for magic user.
Actually, it sounds like something anyone could really use.
Well, that's read magic, though.
Yeah, the read magic.
Comprehend
is-
languages,
But
but I
comprehend languages.
I really don't
is
care
nice.
about read magic. So
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying anyone can really use it.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Alright.
okay, so that was that, and then there's the sword, right? The sword is +4 on a natural 20. It's save versus death.
Okay.
Actually,
what size?
On a
sword?
19 and 20, it's save versus death.
What size sword is it?
It's a great sword.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, it.
Armor.
You get the feeling if anything sees this sword, it's gonna know where it came from.
So it's a good thing we took the cheap shot on the.
And the name of the sword is Black Death.
Art. And that's when 1/3 of the city's population just drops.
Okay, so that's obviously a very powerful magic item.
Let's leave
The
it in the street.
armor. In fact, after you identify it, you have nightmares for an entire week.
Woohoo! So whoever decides Bluffin is nearby gets woken up every night by screaming nightmares.
And you
Get
think
in your
there's
bed,
one more thing.
please.
You think there's a demon trapped within it, but it's not like it's not an intelligent weapon. It's just as part of the item being made, a demon was trapped inside of it. So if
Would
you
you
break the
break
weapon,
it?
a demon's gonna come flying out. What's that?
I was just gonna say, can you break it?
So I wonder what happens if you just let it sit in the blood in level 1 for about a day or two. Does it soak in and calm the demon?
Oh,
All right, so there's
dip
the
the sword
armor.
in holy water.
No. And then the armor.
Let's see
Yodas. Didn't know him long, but
Hey, at least died well.
Yeah. What about Gabriel?
down in smoky, bloody air.
Just saw Gabriel. This Gabriel game is like
Yes, but which one is more of a troublemaker?
Okay,
He did what he
it's,
thought was.
it's obviously plate mail. It's +2, and it's climbing as well. You have a 99% climb chance when you're wearing this armor.
So it's Spider-Man's plate now.
It is climbing plate mail.
Spider-Man.
Well, the really funny
There is
part
also
when
a
you turn
royal.
suddenly-
That crest that's on the signet ring is right across the chest right now. There's a big Minotaur chest. Right there. Minotaur head with 2
Minotaur,
broken swords.
Like up there in the corner of the
I
ceiling.
think. Did I say the Minotaur head's red? I think that's what I said. Yeah. So it is obviously made.
You know where they are?
No.
Did you say something about another suit that you wanted to have identified, or?
No.
Oh, okay,
I have,
okay. I didn't think you.
I have Ernasha's old chainmail.
We identified that a while ago.
Yeah, it's
so-
+2
Plus
chain.
2, and it gives you a +2 on all your saves.
Poison and death.
Oh, poison and death.
And paralyzed, petrified.
I was saying, I wouldn't wear a plate. My character is wearing chain right now, so I don't see I got the sword. Using your sword, that's good for me.
Well, Blevin does wear heavy armor, but I don't know if it'll resize. Fit him.
No, and it is Minotaur-sized armor.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's
might not
Yeah,
be
where's a
selling.
Minotaur-sized character when you need one?
it's pretty big.
My new hireling is a Minotaur.
So, Tart has some experience where
You
it's like,
think when you look at the armor, you think, that would probably fit Gron, the one-eyed guy outside the
one-eyed
tower.
One-eyed ogre that is not a Cyclops.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, maybe we just hold on to this armor because I don't know how any of us are going to be able to put it on. Well, you can try it on, but it's going to look silly.
Yeah, it's not gonna fit.
Do you mind if I try the sword on this testing dummy? Oh, the training dummy?
Sure.
Can I just see if it cuts through it?
Go ahead,
I mean,
roll.
it's a +4 sword. Oh, I didn't actually tell you the damage it does.
Oh yeah.
What does a great sword do? Normally?
Let me see if I even hit the target.
Does he roll a 1 and hit himself?
18.
2d6 is a great sword normally.
Yeah.
We'll say it's 2d8.
Oh. 7 and
Black
6. So 13 points. Does that?
I
cut
can't
straight
believe you
through
guys
it?
killed him so easily. I mean, you see how badass the sword is, and it's like,
I
We
could
should
resist though.
wipe this
Looking
out.
through them spells, I'm like, nobody's paying attention to Joshua back in the back.
And the funny thing is, I totally had a plan, he'd fight to the death, but he'd also, hey, you want this stuff back here? You let me walk, But that was awesome. You hold person. Hey, say hi to Baynor for us.
Sacrifice to the demon.
Well, let's not. I think we just hold off on divvying the stuff up
I
until
just sit
the
on it
next
for right
game.
now.
Okay.
And
And
see who
then-
shows up. And
Yeah,
see
and if
who's
everybody's
there.
here, then we'll just distribute it, and then maybe we just started thinking of all of this magic stuff as community magic stuff, and we get geared up, and the fighters get the best armor, and then whatever's left over is.
Just keep track of what, because
Yeah.
if players
Have a
don't show up,
kitty in the middle.
I've kind of felt bad the whole game, being like, okay, here's a bunch of magic items, stuff for, magic user, and you never showed up again. So, sorry.
Yeah,
I don't remember what I gave
It
them,
never
so it's
bothered
fine.
me.
Well,
Okay.
So
I
don't
don't
even remember
remember
what
what
it
I can
was.
say.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's just I think we could maybe be more efficient about the way we're using. I'm saying this in character.
Yeah, that's fine.
More efficient about the way we're using this stuff, and
Definitely.
take advantage of people's strengths and weaknesses, and we might not even have to be wearing this crown. Maybe we just take it out when we need it.
That sounds wonderful, but I
Can't
don't
tell
fit
you,
that
man.
armor. I tried.
Oh yeah, this armor is we would have to find somebody who could rework magical armor before. anybody could
And you
ever-
think there's the negative that whoever wears the armor or whoever used the sword, they will know where it came from.
Yeah.
Well, it's a negative and a positive.
What's his name?
Seer and
Sears talking. Yeah.
So what I'm saying,
Seer?
there's some consequences if you use either item. At least that's the feeling you guys get.
Yeah,
Seer.
but there's also the, hey, we
In
killed
the,
him.
Future,
You
where
really wanna
we're
screw with
doing the
us?
poll,
And actually,
Would
many
you
of those
be-
moles saw the body.
opposed to
He's
me
dead, and all he has is
using
one
the
dagger stick
Black
up
Death
under his
while
chin.
we're there, and then giving it back.
Well, I mean,
or
they
not.
closed off one side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the deal is I'm thinking seriously that we don't take Black Death anywhere. Because
We,
people are going to
hide
know.
all of it?
I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving him in the house either.
Well, we go somewhere out in the woods where
Hey,
no one
the
finds
thief comes by and oh crap, it's all stolen. Oh.
I think that might be something to wrap up nice and securely and stuff in the bag of holding.
If you guys,
But the
actually,
temple-
what we could do,
You don't have clear
just an idea.
That's true.
They still haven't sent any.
Uh,
They sent Joshua. Look what he happened. He turned into an adventurer.
The other thing is that sword idea is
Evil?
aligned.
Yeah, it's evil.
It's evil.
Yeah.
But not, it didn't align as chaotic. It just.
Yeah. Well, yeah, evil. Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. Yeah.
So if anybody who wasn't chaotic touched it, it's probably not a good thing.
Alright.
But you're
Lawful.
I'm not trying to sort it out. I'm just saying.
And the halfling goes, there can be
Hmm.
only one.
Honestly, I mean,
If I only had 2 more.
you guys touched it, nothing bad happens. So.
Yeah.
If I
There's
only
no,
had
there's
2
no
more
reason to talk about it anymore until next time. Like, don't worry about picking it or who's gonna get it. Like,
Deal.
After re-examining the fact that it would be highly, unless we could find some way to get rid of that crest off that armor, Joshua no longer has any desire. For
Well, it's also, like I said, it's also too big.
So, well, if it was possible to get it resized.
Oh, in resizing it, you're going to have to rework the entire chest.
so then
anyways.
XP wise, are we like?
Oh, XP. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Wow. Yeah.
Level.
So let's like.
Let's see what we say.
Let's use the calculator here because I need
Hellhounds,
to.
2 of them, white, 4 null wizards,
The
the
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
2 humans.
They don't count.
They should count for something.
Okay.
Friendly fire doesn't count.
Let's see here. 2,400 for your main characters. 1,200 for your retainers.
Woohoo!
You guys one-shotted the Minotaur.
11 dings and goes up a level.
Let's hear it for Joshua. 2,400?
Yeah.
And how much does
Does that include our
the
gold, or
elf
is
need
that-
to level?
Yeah, that's everything. Yeah.
4,000.
Yeah, I believe that's the most I've ever given this campaign so far.
You need 4,000 like the next level. I
Yeah,
think
but it's not just 4,000 flat, it's 4,000
Well,
something.
4,065.
And that'll be it for today.
It'll be 26.